Your Sports Radio, 88.9 Brunei FM, your champions dial. It's a beautiful Language Wednesday afternoon. Yes, it's time to serve you a sportilicious lunch right here on your numero uno sports dial, Sports Radio, 88.9 Brunei for Brunei. The G-Man is reporting for duty. Kilani Abdul Hakim Adeshola is my name, and I hope I find you very, very ready, willing and able to partake in the sumptuous lunch that I'm about to serve you. Yes, the Lunch Sport Show right here on your champions dial. Get on board. Remember, multiple platforms, because we don't want anybody to be left behind. So it matters not if you're reaching out via Twitter at Brilla FM 889. If you're joining on the Facebook fan page, Sports Radio Brilla Farilla, taking Brilla anywhere and everywhere that you go by downloading the Brilla app from the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store, or getting up close and personal when you pick up a phone and you dial the hottest number in the land.
When the fans asked for more, we at Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM gave them 4 wishes and a magical line. It simply means when you call 070000000889, you're routed through 4 different lines. So when you dial the magical number 070000000889, you get through to us on 4 lines. That means you have 4-in-1 chance of having your voice heard on your favorite radio station. So go ahead and start dialing. It's the 4-in-1 package from Home of the Fans.
Yes, that's exactly how you get on board this beautiful, beautiful day. And yes, you know, it's going to be an exciting time even as we continue the countdown to find out who will join Paris Saint-Germain in the final of the Champions League. Yes, later on today, Lyon will take on Bayern Munich. And yes, some are already putting money on Bayern, but then in football, hey, anything can happen. Whether or not it's going to happen in this case, well, your guess is as good as mine. Part of the things that you definitely will be called upon to share with me this beautiful afternoon as we are having lunch. It's a Language Wednesday, so feel free when you get on board to say hello in your local dialect. Yes, so much to give you sort of the time, so let's not waste any bit of it. It is no longer news, unless of course you haven't been paying attention to how things are going down right here on Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla Forilla, that Barcelona have named a former player Ronald Koeman as the new head coach of the club after giving Quique Setien, yes, a kick in a very, very tender region. Yes, said out with you and in with Koeman. The 57-year-old left his role as a Netherlands boss with 2 years left on his contract to sign a 2-year deal with the Spanish giant. Yes, you remember he played for Barcelona between 1989 and 1995, helping them to 4 league titles and the European Cup. The Catalans finished second in La Liga last season, failing to win a trophy for the first time since 2007-2008. 5-point gap to champions Real Madrid and the humiliating 8-2 defeat. Hey, yes, I mean, there's no other word you can use, by Bayern in the Champions League quarterfinal last week. Oh well, that was the final nail in the coffin of Setien, and he was given the boot. Now, the club has also announced Roman Planes as a new technical director. He was the assistant to Eric Abidal, who was also, who also parted ways with Barcelona as sporting director on Tuesday. I was just saying yesterday. So it's still fresh. We talked about it yesterday, but now it's a done deal. He is the new coach of Barcelona. And then we're hearing talks that, coming to Barcelona entails a lot of things, and that's one of the points I want to bring you on board this beautiful afternoon. Yes, indeed, because President Mario Bartomeu has revealed that Koeman has insisted on keeping Lionel Messi at the Camp Nou. Yes, indeed. Talking about the current crisis at the Catalan club, Bartomeu says Messi's contract situation and the imminent appointment of Koeman, was something that were intertwined. Yes, he wants to end his playing career at Barcelona. That's Bartomeu talking about Messi, and also talked about Koeman saying that the pillar of his project is Lionel Messi, who has a contract until 2021. But then we already have it, yes, on good authority, that Lionel Messi is disenchanted disenchanted with the way things have been done at Barcelona. The board, selection of players, wanting some players to come back and not getting them, wanting some people not to have as much power as they did, and things just generally going all right, which has left the door open for some other club sides to come around Messi and say, guy, come, let's look at it. I mean, you have a place with us. Yes. Now, if you take a look at it, Coleman coming in will take some time for things to settle down, yes, before Barcelona, gets back to winning ways. Mario Bartomeu also went on to name 7 players that Barcelona are not willing to sell this summer, calling for a wider restructuring of the first team and admitting that some of the senior players would have to go. Yes, indeed. Marc-Andre ter Stegen not going, Nelson Semedo not going, Frankie de Jong will stay, Clement Lenglet, Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann not going anywhere. And of course, they don't want Lionel Messi to go as well. But then, if these players stay and some of the major ones go, it means there will be some time before restructuring takes place. Now, Lionel Messi, how much time does he have if he still wants to do something relevant in football before he retires? 2 of the big clubs who have been after Messi, Manchester City and then Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain are in the finals of the Champions League. If they win the Champions League, will this help them in their pursuit of Lionel Messi? Especially when you take a look that Paris Saint-Germain has, some players, Neymar, that Messi has been trying to get a reunion with. Kylian Mbappe also right there. So will winning the Champions League actually help Paris Saint-Germain in landing Lionel Messi if he decides, you know what, I don't want to wait around for Koeman to do what he wants to do and for Barcelona to get back to winning ways? Who knows whether it might take 2-3 years. By that time, I'm already old and using a walking stick. I want to go to a club that is looking young, strong, that can help, and I still win trophies before I retire. Will winning the Champions League help Paris Saint-Germain land Lionel Messi? I want you to consider that for a bit and then get on board and tell me exactly what you're thinking. Yes, while you ruminate on that one, and also while I wait for you to get on board, remember multiple platforms on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page, and of course you can pick up the phone and dial 0700000889. Let me let you know that a lot is happening all across the big beautiful world of sports. Yes indeed. Talking cycling now, let me let you know that Chris Froome has been left out of Team Ineos Tour de France squad. Jerome Thomas, who won in 2018, will also miss out, with the team focusing on last year's winner Egan Bernal and 2019 Giro d'Italia victor Richard Carapaz. He had been summed out 4-time winner Froome had the form to make the squad following injuries from a crash a year ago. Now Froome, who is leaving Ineos at the end of the current season, will instead lead them at the Vuelta a España in October, while Thomas will do so at the Giro d'Italia. And that's exactly what is going down when it comes to cycling. All right, my phone has a lighting up. Yes, I'll bring you on board in a bit. But then, of course, a lot of people have said, when you're talking about PSG and Messi going there, this Neymar that you're talking about, is he? We all know Neymar. But some have said, have we had cause to do a rethink about Neymar? Yes. Ability to do something wonderful, yes, no doubt, but then his character has been left in a serious doubt, has been questioned. But then some have said Neymar has changed. Yes, he's more serious, he's more dedicated, his football is more structured, he's not loved as he should be, but now he's being respected at Paris Saint-Germain. And if he knows Messi is coming, or if they have been talking about it, will that be more of a settling influence? So let's tie it all in. Neymar's changeover or makeover, as the case may be, Paris Saint-Germain's comeuppance looking really good, though of course that's left to be seen whether or not they will win the Champions League. But if they win it, will that go a long way in helping them land Lionel Messi? Your take on this matter, I definitely want to find out. Phone lines are lighted up. Who's on the flip side? Hello, good afternoon to you, somebody. Hello? Hello, are you there? No, gremlin. Some people don't know how to use phone. Huh? if you're calling somebody, you don't listen to the person on another platform. You pick up the phone and then you wait to hear the person say hello and then you start talking. Remember, if you do multiple streams, then you will lose both ways. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Wonderful afternoon to Mr. Akin Kilani, the beginner.
How you doing, brotherly?
I'm fine, thank you. How you doing, sir?
I'm very, very well. What did you bring to lunch today? Is it a fork, chopsticks, or a spoon?
Yeah, what I brought, actually, my name is John.
Yes, let's hear from you.
For me, I think it will be very splendid for us to have a reunion with Neymar, and then couple with Mbappe. Attack them as sharp God. You got the Neymar on the left, Mbappe top 9 on the left on the right. That will be another super trio.
But then for
if it happens,
yes.
If it happens,
if PSG win the Champions League, would that be enough for Messi to give it a chance?
I don't think so. I don't do enough because they are still very valid, and he himself, I'm not sure if he has made up his mind whether to leave or to remain. So it's complicated. And if you should leave Barcelona today, a team like him coming to Man City, definitely not plenty. It's not because of the Guardiola influence. And then I'm sure you must have seen how successful the Man City are domestically. So I think we must not PSG. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, God bless you too. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla. It is a lunch sports show. Hello there.
Hello.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. My name is David.
All right, let's hear from you.
Yes, I think this plus for them and Messi and Mbappe as a platform.
All right, the clarity of that call leaves a lot to be desired. Yes, indeed, it's a bit, it's not clear. That's just a simple truth. So let's see if we can stream it up and then we'll get you back, or use Twitter or the Facebook fan page to get back on board. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Sani is my name.
Sani, welcome on board.
Thank you. For Messi to move to PSG, I don't think so, because Messi is not planning to go to France, but
he's not planning to do what?
To go to the French League.
He's not planning to go.
The French League. If he's planning to move from Barcelona, I think
so if PSG wins the Champions League, if that doesn't win it, what is Messi looking for right now?
No, they can't win it.
They can't win it. They're in the final.
It belongs to Bayern Munich.
It belongs to them because it's their father's property.
No, it's because they deserve.
They deserve it. And PSG does not deserve it. I don't understand. What do you mean by deserve? Did PSG pay money to get into the final? I don't understand what you mean by one deserves it and one doesn't. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Yeah. I can see you're a Bayern fan.
What's your name?
My name is Musada.
Okay, you said I'm a what?
You're a Bayern fan.
I'm a Bayern fan. What makes you say that?
I saw your jersey.
You saw my jersey. Am I wearing a Bayern jersey? Take your time, oh. Because you can see it doesn't mean today I wear this one, tomorrow I wear Chelsea, the following day I wear Arsenal. It doesn't
I have to like you. Messi, I believe Messi will not go to Chelsea.
Why?
The guy is Mr. Barcelona.
Is Mr.
So I don't think.
What with Koeman coming on board, some players leaving, and you know Barcelona for the next I don't know how many seasons will be settled. So can Messi wait that long? That's the question for Barcelona to come right again.
I think they will decide to stay. Messi really loves Barcelona, and this foreign coach believes in him, so we want to blow the team around again. And he's the captain, so I believe it's
Okay. All right, then. Thank you so much for that. Yes, well, of course, he's having serious thoughts because he needs to think about it very, very carefully. Yes, indeed. He's tied to Barcelona until 2021, and he can no longer exercise. Yes, he can no longer exercise the clause in his contract which allowed him to leave for free at any time. No, that's no longer on the table. Talks had started over a new deal for another 2 years with the same get-out clause after the first season, but they were halted a few weeks ago, so that is no longer on the table. Leaving this summer, one of the options Messi is currently considering whether to leave Barcelona rather than wait a year for his contract to expire. But it's a very, very dicey one. You understand? I mean, as a new coach, some established players are going. They're not even sure which new ones will come in. But then, if you look at PSG, we're offering something. Man City also keen. But then look at PSG. Neymar, your boy, is there. Kylian Mbappe, one of the best players in the world, is also there. And they're looking very, very juicy. If they win the Champions League, that's the thing. If PSG wins the Champions League, will that help sway Messi towards them? That's what I want you to consider right about now. Yes. Hello.
good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, my name is Goodman.
All right. How you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. And you?
I'm very well. Very jiggy.
Yeah, I'm listening over the radio and I'm hearing the issue at the moment.
Okay.
About Messi going to PSG.
What's your take on this matter?
Really, Messi is a player that likes to manufacture his own products, not looking at an already made product. So, PSG having the Champions League title will not be a motivation for him to leave Barcelona.
Okay.
So, right now, Barca is at the level of their lowest degree in performance, which we need, I'm a Barcelona fan, we need to remove the old blocks and bring in the new young stars and hot blocks that are looking up to growth in order to bring the Barcelona up again. And we then, together with Messi, Barcelona will get back to their glory. So Barcelona, Messi leaving Barcelona for PSG is not a good idea.
This is the thing, yes. Barcelona might, don't say will, they might. New coach, some players going out. How long do you think it will take them to get back? And then does Messi have that time? That's what you must consider.
Yes, honestly, if they can realize their faults now and fix it up, in the next season, you will see Barcelona a glorious team again. So, and again, going to PSG, you know that Neymar is like a king there. Messi is a king of his own. So, you cannot put two kings in one palace. And so, Messi coming there, Neymar will see him as a king. And wherever Messi goes, you know that he has that domineering spirit. He will dominate. Really? So, Neymar himself will not like that. So, Messi being someone that likes to prove his greatness, he is better he stays in Barcelona and prove himself a great player, not running away because of defeat. So, if he leaves Barcelona, everybody will see that he is making out of defeat. So, let him be there and make himself sure of that great man in playing he is.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yes, a different thoughts on this one. He raised another point there, saying Neymar is a king, and he wouldn't want Messi to come and steal his shine. He wouldn't want to play second fiddle. Really? What does that say about the relationship between both men? Will Neymar say, "Keep your distance. Don't come and spoil my shine here"? I don't know. What do you think? Hello, sir. Hello. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony.
Anthony, how you doing today?
Yeah. It's a matter of ground. I'm just like a cousin to Coach Okodo. If I were FIFA, and if that transfer should happen for Messi to reach Paris Saint-Germain, I will make sure I disband PSG itself as a club, because that is really bad.
Bad how?
I can PSG get the whole best players in the whole world on one place. Then after the other lesser clubs like Lille, like Lyon, what do they want them to do?
No, see, you're looking at it from the wrong angle. Don't look at what is best for the other clubs now. Look at what is best for Messi. Will it be good for him? Because he's confused right now. He doesn't know what to do. Koeman has come on board. He's 33 years. Before Barcelona get it right, it might take some time. Messi that's used to winning trophies, winning laurels. Now, in one breath, you lost La Liga. Players are, they beat you 8-2.
Okay. So if that's the case, I will advise him to make the move.
He should make
He should go elsewhere. He should go elsewhere.
He should go elsewhere. But for PSG, would it be the right?
People like to keep the fans of Ronaldo, to keep them short. I should let them know that I can go other places to make it.
To make it, okay. All right. Not for himself, but to silence Ronaldo fans. That's what you're saying. Yes, Sports Radio Bona Umbrella, because, come on. It's a very, very embarrassing situation he's never been in before. The last time he felt this bad was, his exploits with Argentina. We all know how that turned out. But now with the club, whoa. One breath, you lost the Liga, Champions League. What am I going to call it now? Shaming? Because humbling is too light a word. So will he stay? It's a gamble. New coach. How will the coach fit in? We don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
My name is Donna.
Let's hear from you.
I'm totally disagree with last before caller.
That said what?
Messi is a king. Neymar is a king. Yeah. But Messi wants Neymar to come to Barcelona to come and play. So Messi is not Barcelona owner. Messi can come out at any time. Like
but look at what you said. Messi wanted Neymar to come to Barcelona. But will Neymar want Messi to come to PSG?
He wants him. He will not want him. He can avoid himself to come to Barcelona back. He wants him.
So you're saying if Messi goes to Barcelona, to PSG, there will not be any issue with Neymar?
Hello?
Yes, I said you said there won't be any issue with Neymar.
So it's only Barcelona that he can look at it in that angle. He cannot go back, they cannot go PSG. He can go. Why not?
Okay, can
go. Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, Sports Radio 88 Bona Umbrella for Rilla. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. And of course, action is still going on. Of course, we are still on this matter. Remember, there was a bit of an issue with Neymar as to whether or not he will play the Champions League final. Why? Because of an exchange of jerseys. But then the thing is, can you really hold him? Yes. A lot of people, had things to say about that earlier on. Yes, indeed. Some saying, no, rules are rules. If the rule states that you should not exchange jerseys because of COVID, then you should stick by that rule. And if you have, transgressed by breaking that rule, then you should. But what exactly are the protocols? How easy is it to transit from one plane to another? Well, I have somebody who will break it down right about now. It's always a pleasure when he comes on board. And yes, indeed, I haven't heard from him in a bit. And a lot of people have actually asked, where is Dr. Dipo Odunuga? Well, Dr. Dipo is right here on the Lunch Hour Sports Show. Good afternoon to you, Doctor.
Good afternoon. Okay.
I'm very, very well, Dr. Dipo. How are you doing today? Okay. Yes. Now, Doctor, we're talking about training protocols and, of course, also psychology. When you're used to doing certain things and you've been doing those things for a period of time, and then suddenly, due to one reason or the other, the rules change, how long does it take for the brain or the body to get used to the new protocol And should there be sanctions when you revert to the old practice?
Like, give me an example of what you are talking about. Is it in relation to what Neymar did last night?
Yes, what Neymar did, exchanging jerseys, you know, which for players in that caliber of a game is a norm. But then COVID.
Okay.
And part of the rules is that you should not exchange jerseys. In fact, try as much as possible to maintain social distancing. And then he did. In the spur, in the heat of the moment, he exchanged jerseys.
Yeah.
And it's...
You see, okay.
Yeah,
you see, Akim, personally, I will not blame Neymar for some reasons. The first one is this. You see, when you are used to doing something, you are conditioned to that particular thing. Okay? We call it even conditioned reflex. So if suddenly something happens and you are not expected to do it again, it takes a while for that activity or that condition or that particular thing in you to wear off, because there is a pattern that has already been registered in you, in your brain. So it takes time to wear off, especially if that thing is something that is good. If it is not something that is dangerous. Okay? Now, another thing is this. When you are excited, one, when you are depressed or you are drunk, your brain may not function the way it normally functions. Excitement, depression, and drunkenness. That is why when I'm excited, I don't take decisions, because most times you regret such decisions. Okay? So yesterday, Neymar was excited. He was really excited, particularly for the fact that during the quarterfinals, they were almost out. Now they won in a very big way yesterday. So the excitement was too much. So he took caution to the wind. It is very normal. It is very normal for any individual.
But doctor, it's normal, but it's excusable. Rules are rules. We can say that, I'm normally excited. You know, some people are huggers. That they say some people, instead of shaking, they hug. And now we have the pandemic, and then you are still busy hugging everybody instead of knowing that Koro is in town, or a social distancing.
Yes, you see, it takes something bad to halt it. If yesterday, when he did it, something, a big sanction was placed on him yesterday, okay, or thereafter, next time we will not do it. You get what I'm saying?
It's still being considered. He might miss the game, the final.
No, but I'm sure he will not miss the game. It is just normal for any human being to do what we did yesterday. It's just like taking off your jersey when you score a goal or when you're excited on the field of play. You know you're normally given a card, yellow card, but players still do it. It is not under their own control. It is not under. They are not under their own normal influence. Something has been altered in the brain. It's just excitement. So, but if Neymar does it again after today, okay, because having received so many reprimands and cautions, if he does it again after today, you can now blame him that it was deliberate. But yesterday, it was not deliberate. It was not Neymar that did it yesterday. It was excitement.
All right, which brings me to the question: how long does it take to unlearn something that has been a norm? Because I know in your capacity as a therapist, there are certain habits that people have formed over time, which is detrimental to their playing, detrimental to their health, to their structure. How long does it usually take for a footballer or an athlete to unlearn certain habits that they are used to?
Yes, you see, depending on the experience of the individual concerned, if the person has been somebody who has been on for a very long time, yes, it may take some time for the person to wear it off. But if it's an inexperienced person, yeah, it takes shorter time. But then for both of them, there's a common denominator for both of them. If there is a sudden sanction or an evil effect after the action, it will wear off immediately because the sanction is registered in the brain. So when next you want to do it, the antenna will quiver. Oh boy, if you do this, this will happen. But minus the sanction, it takes time. To be sincere, it takes time for it to wear off.
Okay, now it's easier to say that, I mean, for the likes of Neymar, who leagues resumed, and then they're playing the Champions League, and of course Messi and the rest of them. But then what about those leagues that were stopped almost immediately after COVID-19 hit? And then some of them have been away from playing the game. Now, of course, we've heard reports from different leagues of saying, oh, we send a physical thing to our players. They've been training on their own and all that. But that's different from playing the game. When football resumes with new rules, with new rules in place, how long will it take for these players to adapt? Can they be blamed when they resort to behavior, pre-COVID behavior? Can we blame them for it?
Yes. Initially, maybe the first 4, 5, 6 games, yes, they can be blamed. But thereafter, they will have adapted. You see, it takes time for the body to adjust to something new. The body wants to continue in the former ways until something catastrophic, let me put it that way, happens. Yes, maybe during play you not go and you hug the first. You may hug the first time, and you are given a card, or you are given a red card. You know that next time you will not do it. Okay, so that one will be registered. The body does not want to take punishment, so it is registered in the brain as red that if you do this will happen. So it takes time, but once there is a catastrophic response to it, a bad response like a red card,
Doctor, that might not happen for certain people, the likes of Balotelli and the rest of them who are habitual offenders. Red card might not happen. All right, let me take some calls. I believe a lot of people want to ask 1 or 2 questions. While I still have Dr. Dikko Odunuga on the line. Hello, good afternoon, somebody.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
My name is Amechi.
Amechi, I have Dr. Dikko on the line. Do you have a question for him, or you want to make a contribution?
Yes, I am a contribution.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that from certain cause, my contribution is that because of this pandemic, they stopped the league. And before they started the league again, they give an session for teams and the clubs.
Yes.
Now, when they open the church and the mosque, everybody here that out of 5 minutes that the church has opened.
Are we still talking football?
No, I'm just example that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
And now, out of a cycle, member, because of his stubbornness, he is an important player. The way he wants to do. So what of you to communicate suicide and enjoy himself and die in the same process? Now who will they blame? Yes. The people are saying because of the argument that they inside the farmer. That is why
I'm going to let Dr. Dikko react to that one. Yes, he did. Doctor, you heard what he said. He said the rules were very, very clear before football resumed. So it's out of stubbornness and not reflex that Neymar did what he did. Can we rule that out?
Well, I don't think so. It's not act of stubbornness. You see, yesterday, any other player would have done that. The interesting thing was that everybody wants Neymar's jersey. Even you, Hakim, I'm sure you will do it. You will do anything to get that check.
No, for what now?
You understand what I'm? No. We are being factual now. Okay. So it was because the guy was too excited. What happened? It was not stubbornness yesterday. I'm sure Neymar is not the worst person on the field of play yesterday.
He just broke the social distancing rules. And then of course,
how did he break social distancing rules? Was he not? Were they not playing? Were they not playing free kicks? Were they not holding each other?
But then we still understand that.
But there was no rule against that one.
But then removing, exchanging your jersey. Okay. Yeah. There's one other question I will ask, but after this call. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
I'm doctor.
Okay.
I completely agree with Doctor 100%.
Greet the doctor first now. You didn't greet him. You say, yeah.
Doctor, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm doing fine, sir. What Doctor said is 100% correct. It's over excitement. How many people are people take command in the universe? Take command in the universe.
Ten command.
The Bible. Sunday. How many Christians are keeping it? Don't blame Rema. It is over excitement. The last caller that was talking to me, don't let me just talk something.
Don't.
So Rema is qualified for final. He's so happy, so excited. So any of that could have been that thing.
Okay.
So I read out the way from Nigeria from the way they result. It is true. It's not 31 million.
It's not peculiar to Nigeria. It's fans all over. It's a human condition.
Yes, at least 31 pandemic use. How many of those things that you
Thank you so much. Yes, Doctor, you can see the opinions are divided on this matter. But then one question is... let
me just say something in 30 seconds.
Okay.
In 1997,
yes,
when Nigeria, we were playing the qualifiers for the 1998 World Cup against Guinea.
Yes.
Yes. When we scored, Iguabon removed his shirt, knowing that he would get a card. He had already got a yellow card before removing that card, and he knew he was going to miss the next match. He still removed it. It was not because Iguabon was stubborn. Iguabon was not a stubborn player. It is excitement
of the moment.
It's excitement. Depression would have also caused it if they had lost yesterday. Okay, if they had lost, Neymar would have removed his shirt in annoyance and given it to somebody,
or thrown it away.
Or thrown it away. No, you are giving it to somebody else. So it was what happened yesterday was purely an emotional thing. It was not character.
All right, one thing a lot of people also have been pointing out is why the need for this excessive, stamping on rules. If all the players had been screened for COVID before the game, what's the big deal in a player removing his jersey and giving it to another player? They're saying they should soft pedal on these rules. That's another angle that a lot of people have been looking at that situation from. But then, Doctor, you say that it should be chalked out to euphoria, excitement, heat of the moment.
Exactly.
And not a premeditated act of willfulness.
Exactly, yes. It's the spur of the moment.
All right, let me not keep you too long. Thank you so much, Dr. Dikwa Odunuga, for being our guest on the Lunch Sports Show. This last
Thank you. It's always my pleasure.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc. Yes. Sports Radio 88.9 Brila FM, your champions dial. A beautiful, beautiful day. Yes, Dr. Dikwa Odunuga breaking it down, saying if you are one of those who are castigating Neymar and saying, stubborn player, showboating, everybody knows it's COVID. They say don't exchange jersey, and he still went ahead to do it. Well, he says the heat of the moment, you forget certain things. And besides, he's saying, this is something the lad is used to doing. And before it actually sinks in that you can't do this anymore, it might take some time. So cut Neymar some slack. Well, whether or not you agree, I will find out when I bring you on board. Yes, still adding to the mix because, of course, we are still saying winning the Champions League, will it make it easy for Paris Saint-Germain to lure Lionel Messi into the fold? Remember, we will find out who will join PSG. Will it be Lyon? Will it be Bayern? The match is later on today. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, somebody. Hello? Okay, gremlin activity on that line. He coughed or he sneezed and then everything went to blank. Let's hope you're safe. You're okay. And then you can tweet at Brilla FM 889 or send a message on the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla for Brilla to get your contribution on board. Yes, action. It's all going down right here, right now. So jumping on the conversation, even as I take a look at some of the hits that have come in on multiple platforms. Hello, Hello, brother. Good afternoon. What's going on? You sound like you're in a jalopy somewhere, climbing up the mountainside.
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm okay.
All right.
I can be humble.
Tell us your name. What's your name?
Okay, my name is Afonso.
All right. So talk to us. I'm always humble. Oh. I know the carry show.
I can be humble. You don't ask me a person that it's when I go to step, I go to the collective and he said then about it. I can be
Wait, he said what? I didn't hear that.
I can collect. I can be humble.
I collected what?
I said to them and when they said, I'm going to collect.
Oh, Neymar. No, yes. If he gives me, I'll collect now. But the doctor said that's me. I will go and ask him for his shirt. No, I won't ask. But if I'm giving, I will collect. Yeah. That's why I should be humble. I didn't say I won't collect. I will collect now. But I won't go and beg for it. There's a difference.
You have to be humble.
I am humble.
Talking about Lionel Messi going to PSG. That one is his own cup of tea. That is his own cup of tea. Messi has finished. He's finished.
Messi is finished.
Messi is totally finished.
How can you say Messi is finished when the new coach is saying, I want Messi? One of the conditions of me taking this job is that Messi must not go. And I say Messi is finished.
I have nothing else to offer. I want to be humble. Messi has nothing to offer anymore. Messi is finished.
So what should you do? You should retire.
Let him retire and resign and quit. Simple. All that what happened to last week, happened to Messi, happened to Ronaldo. I'm a Messi fan. I'm a fan of Messi. But that happened to Messi and what happened to Ronaldo. Ronaldo has never been in his team, and that is left. Are
you blaming Messi? Wait, let me understand something. Are you blaming Messi for the 8-2 loss? Hey.
I have to. Messi is saying, let him retire, resign, and peace.
I don't believe you're a Messi fan. There's nothing you can use to convince me that you're a Messi fan. This smacks of personal beef for Lionel Messi. Yes, but then we're taking a look at it. Yes, indeed, he has a decision to make. The coach, according to Antonio, the president, says he wants Messi to stay. But Messi has an option to leave. If he leaves, Man City will welcome him. PSG will welcome him. Hello, good afternoon to you. Hello? No, growing activity right there. Yes, indeed. But we're saying Messi also has standards. And then when you take a look at it, there are certain things he wants. Winning the Champions League will be a big push, yes, for PSG. If they do it, will it guarantee them a chance of bringing Messi on board? Hello, good afternoon to you.
Salam Abdulakim.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name is Joe Jai Obotosho.
How you feeling, my brother?
I'm better. Abdulakim.
No.
Whether Neymar is a big man or not, the law should take its course. You should see my people feel possession.
Yes, but also remember, it is said that
Abdulakim, we are coming back.
Justice with mercy, oh. Temper justice with mercy.
Not with Messi. This is Neymar. I'm talking about Neymar.
Not Messi the footballer. Messi the.
Abdulakim, they say the law is blind. The law is blind. Before they return before they come back on the Champions League, they say this don't do. Once you do it, you face the music. The music might not be for him not to play the final, but let the Lord take his course.
Okay. I've seen players celebrating, not maintaining social distance on the pitch. So why do we want to kill Neymar now? Because he forgot.
I'm like him. I'm not looking at him now. I'm looking at the standard, the law that is set before football return. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at Neymar. Whoever has gone beyond his boundary should face the music. He might not be missing the final. You might find him, but my own is let the Lord take his course. I don't want to know whoever that person is. Once you face the music. The majority of Nigerians who are on the side of Neymar this time around, even I know that it will be difficult for us in Nigeria to leave the present position we are. Not to shift goalposts every now and then. If a Southwest man is being away for this thing, the next time he's going to go to put on Agbada. So for people to feel as if the fight is against the rivals, it is also let the Lord take his course. The Lord is always there. Thank you, Abdulakim. That's my part.
Thank you so much. Sports Radio 88.9 Brilla FM, your champions dial. Yes, he did transgress the law. Yes, indeed, the recommendations by UEFA, who currently advise against swapping of shirts as part of his attempts to guard against the spread of the coronavirus. And Neymar clearly transgressed, yes indeed, swapping shirts with defender Marcel Hasselberg at the full-time whistle after that game. But then is it that big an offense that he will now miss the final for it, or he deserves a slight tap on the wrist that Efifaleti Kobashibemo as a sign for others to remember? Oh well, that's the thing. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
How are you, sir?
I'm Jiggy as always. What's your name?
My name is Chiamaka.
Chiamaka, I hope you're doing well.
Yes, sir. I'd like to begin with the Neymar thing. For me, it's a big deal. Yes, there are health issues around it, but if you look at the scenario again, you will see that it was before the moment thing, right? And it wasn't as if the guy actually made the approach to him. But it's not an excuse. The law is the law, it has been breached, and I think the implication for that breach will take its normal course. Right? But I don't think it was something we set out to do deliberately. And again, like you rightly said, we suffer justice with mercy. We can't deny him the opportunity to play the first final with PSG because somebody has paid justice with him. So that's my view on that. Now for Messi, don't worry, Messi won't go anywhere. This is just a fallout of the 8-2 defeat. It has always happened. This is not the first time we hear Messi is leaving. He's angry, it's understandable, and once in a while, it's important for him to make us realize he's still around, and it's important to that backer too. I don't think, let's look at it, Abdulakim. Where will he really go and fit it? Now, if you talk about Premier League, Higuain has told him because his leg will be broken. Now, all the defenders will go after him and break his leg. So, I'm not sure at this age in his career, he wants his leg broken. He can go to Italy. Why? Because how many people watch Italian League? Everyone wants to go and retire. Now, which team will he play for? Is it Juve, Ronaldo is already there. He did Inter Milan. I mean, let's face it. So he will not become
are calling for him. He could go there. Neymar is there. Mbappe is there. If they win the Champions League, will that not be attractive enough to make him an offer?
Oga, I was trying to come to the other thing before I zero it down on PSG. You didn't let me. Okay, let me end by saying yes, he can play in PSG because he has Brazilian brothers there. Because he also has somebody whom he likes a lot, which is Neymar. So the possibility of him going to PSG is very much there. But Premier League, Italian League, German League, my brother, forget it. The guy who said Messi is finished, I love my comments. Thank you. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you so much. You have a delightful afternoon yourself. Sports Radio 88.9 Berlin for a really wholesome lunch we're having right here on your numero uno sports dial. And depending on what your utensil is, yes, some people will bring a fork to the table, some bring a spoon, some bring, chopsticks, some will bring, I don't know about this kind of profession. Hello, good afternoon to you. Let's find out where you're going to pick it up from. It's also available on Twitter, on the Facebook fan page, and of course, you can always pick up the phone and dial. Yes, taking a look at some of the hits about it. Lebo Besma says sometimes what's most annoying, the mention of certain clubs in association with Messi can be very annoying. Hello. Hello there.
I know this Bonat on the line.
All right, let's hear from you.
Yeah, the thing I'm trying to say is that this one everybody has to say that Neymar should face the punishment. What about the other player that changed this week? What will now happen to that player then? Nobody is talking about that now.
Another player.
Yes. What will now happen to that player? Everybody just Neymar. What will now happen to the other player? So that's my contribution.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, a very, very valid point there, saying why is everybody talking about Neymar? Because Neymar is the big boy in that equation. And then another thing I thought about is if the other player had given Neymar the jersey and Neymar had rebuffed him, saying, no, I'm not swapping. Don't you know COVID rules? You can't. What would you have said about Neymar? Some faction will say, Neymar snubbed the guy. Neymar did this, Neymar did that. He's a rude boy. COVID or no COVID. See, that's another thing. We just reiterate the fact that you can't please everybody, you can't please the world, but follow the rules. Someone that stood by him said he followed the rules. Yes, but others have said rules. Those rules, you can bend the rules sometimes. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How you doing, bro?
I'm fine, sir. This is Aliu calling.
Aliu, my guy. How you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, yeah, let's hear from you, Aliu.
Okay, I think this issue of this Neymar and stuff, I want people to look at it people shouldn't look at it from the Neymar aspect. Okay. This is football. Football is guided by rules. Is that not, sir?
I'm listening.
Yes, so this is the rule that when you do this, you have to pay for this. So Neymar has committed this. He and the other player, they have committed this crime. They should be punished for the crime. Example, let me give you one example.
Okay.
Aubameyang, in this season, when Arsenal was playing against Crystal Palace, everybody knows Aubameyang as a very humble player. But when he roughed or fouled and Crystal Palace player, the referee gave him a yellow card. But after taking the VAR, the decision was overturned and he was given a red card. A person that I don't think he has ever received 3 red cards in his career or so. But what he did was deserve red card and he was given the card. So what Neymar did was the wrong thing, which has a penalty. So Neymar and the other player that did that.
Aliu, what club side do you support?
What club do I support?
Yes.
Arsenal, sir.
Arsenal. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Now, if Arsenal were a team in the final of the Champions League, and then Aubameyang swapped a jersey, with a player that they played in the semi-final. And now you know that the rules are there. Now, they could include a ban, or you could be asked to self-isolate for 14 days, which also means, of course, you will miss the final. How would you feel?
Yes.
Would you be saying this?
So I won't feel good, but for it to be like an example to other players and show that the board, like show the footballing world and the fans that we are doing something that is guided by rules.
Okay.
Like, okay, fine now. If Neymar is not being fined or suspended or so, don't you think other players will do it in the final match when they win? And how would
it definitely will send a message out for people to be more careful.
Yes. We need to stand by what we say. If I say this is the rule, let's follow the rule. If we want to change it also, we'll sit down with the board or with the people who are concerned who can make decisions. Like for after some time, when we see that this thing is really harming players, harming teams, like. So then we change the rule, but the rule is now there that this is the punishment. Neymar should have the punishment, sir.
Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you so much for your contribution. But the thing is, we don't even know whether there is a punishment to be served because FIFA was not explicit about the sanction, or UEFA, I beg your pardon, was not explicit about what sanction will be meted out to anyone who transgresses this thing. Yes, the document does not explicitly state what the punishment will be for shirt swapping. What it does say is that non-compliance with the obligations set out in the UEFA protocol may lead to disciplinary measures in accordance with the UEFA disciplinary regulations. And then, of course, you know, when you're talking about disciplinary measures, they could include a ban, it could have a fine, and in line with COVID, he might be asked to self-isolate for 14 days. If he's asked to do that, automatically he will miss the final, which is this weekend. So that's what we're waiting to find out all about now. Or UEFA might just choose to look the other way, like, you know what, they can just play the final. They tested them before the game now, so nothing to us. All right, that's how much time we have on the Lunch Sports Show this beautiful day. I want to thank everybody who's been a part of it. Also urge you not to go anywhere because the action continues and there's still so much to give you. This is the home of sports, the home of the fans. It never stops. Continue to follow on Twitter at Brilla FM 889, on the Facebook fan page Sports Radio Brilla Forilla, and no matter where you are, take Brilla with you. If you have to move, download from the Google Play Store and the Apple iTunes Store the Brilla app, so you are always with the action. I'm still Jiggy. Kilani Abdul Hakim Adeshola is my name. You call me the Jiggy Man. Still out here. This is still the home of sports.